Celine.
What's up, my dove?
Mic check.
No, not you. You're not you.
You're
not my dove.
I don't know, bro. I said Celine, and you said, "What's up, my dove?" And I was like, "All right."
Maybe he could be.
He wasn't looking at you. Sean's trying to sign to me. He's trying to speak to me. I know it. What's up, nerds? Welcome to Legends Rerolled, a TTRPG podcast where we roleplay through classic stories. For our second season, we are roleplaying through Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. I'm Celine Trella, your game master, and with me we have Ted Sikora playing Korvis.
I have cocaine now.
Monica Galarza playing Stevie Harrington. Hooty-hoo! Sean Dougherty as Quip the Buttforeist.
Twinkle, twinkle, little cat, how I wonder where you shat.
And Jake DiBlasi as Malcolm Glass.
This is physically painful.
What, being here with us?
No, I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
You just got to say something.
Oh, you do have to say something.
I
It's true.
have to say something.
That's how the intro works. You know what, Jake? Why don't you do the recap this time?
Me?
You do
Okay,
it.
all right.
Last time, our merry misfits finally got a good night's sleep. After digging deep, counting sheep, and rolling for shirt, the gang has a day off. Having enjoyed a hearty breakfast, Quip, Korvis, Stevie, and Mal set off deeper into the woods to visit Mallory's old glass shop, where, after some dusting and undusting, the crew bonds over their memories, fears, and triumphs thus far. Despite the glory hole jokes, Malcolm channels the team's muchness to make blown glass trinkets and strengthen those connections, both magically and psychically, sparking Korvis's very own hive mind. The crew returns to Bathsheba's for the night to await the return of Crack & Co. with important information. Malcolm dreams of chess and family. And that's where we are now, with the reminder that checkmate isn't the point of the game, silly.
Jake, love that recap. You're great at this.
Hey, I put
Flawless
on
execution.
my announcer voice.
I can't get enough of it.
We are returning to the morning before you guys get sent, or the morning of the day that you guys get sent through the portal by Bathsheba, and all of you wake up to the next morning.
I throw one of my shoes at Quip to wake him up.
Ah! Yes?
No, oh, hi.
Hi.
There was a fly around. I was trying to get it.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
He's still in here somewhere.
I got him.
You got him?
Yeah, and then I start hunting for the fly.
All right, cool.
You don't.
All right, well, there's always tomorrow.
Okay. And Crack wakes up next year.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, buddy, we got in late last night.
Hot.
Yeah, I think Sven went up for breakfast already. Let's head up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Catch everybody up.
Stevie's in her little bunny hole. And her like leg twitches a little bit as she's like coming out of sleep. And she does her little like front paw things where she like licks them and like cleans off her face, rubs her eyes a little bit, cleans off her ears and stuff, and then kind of stretches, does a big little yawn with her like little bunny teeth. You know how like the little bunnies when they yawn, that's like the one time that you can see their little teeth. Yeah, it's so cute. And she hops her way out. She could hear, I guess, everybody kind of trailing along in the hallway, so she kind of like pokes her head out, sees what everybody's up to.
Yeah, and you see everybody heading upstairs, supposedly for breakfast like you did the prior morning. Okay. So you all head up upstairs, you go through the fireplace, and as you enter the dining room, Stevie, you see Sven and Bathsheba kind of doing that signing towards each other that you saw that initial night you got here. And I want you to make me a perception check.
18.
Cool. It's still like you're still like not really sure, but at a certain moment a chunk of the signing looks familiar. And the phrase, "I don't like your attitude," comes into your mind.
Oh.
And I want you now to roll a either insight or history with advantage.
I got a 6 and then a 9 on the roll.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, I'm going to do insight.
Okay.
And it's a 13.
Okay. You start, like, your paws start kind of mimicking the signs, that you saw during that phrase that you understood, and you're like, how do I know this? How do I know this? And then into your brain, you start hearing, little bunny choo-choo, I don't like your attitude.
Oh.
And you think back about when you were little and how Peter used to teach you these kind of silly gesture dances that went along to nursery rhymes that he would sing with you.
Monica's jaw is dropped, and Stevie's is starting to.
And as you're starting to kind of like put 2 and 2 together, from here on in, when you see that kind of signing happen, you can make a roll. It'll be at disadvantage because it's kind of like broken
Fuzzy.
language.
Okay.
Unless you have somebody actually sit and take the time to kind of teach you. But you are now able to kind of make checks to understand when you see those kinds of signs getting thrown around.
Can I make a check to see if I can understand any more of what they're currently signing?
Yeah, roll an insight with disadvantage.
Oh, God.
You could use a lucky.
Yeah, I'm going to use a lucky. Insight, you said, right? Yeah,
Correct.
22.
Okay. You can't pick out any other like very specific phrases necessarily, but you get the general sense that Sven is asking for like a favor or something from Bathsheba, and she is seemingly reluctant, and he's getting frustrated and kind of getting a little like has an attitude towards her, it seems. The rest of you, as you walk in, can see that they're doing this, and you can see there's a little bit of a tension here, but once they see everybody kind of walking in, Sven just kind of breaks and is like, oh, morning, everyone.
Yo, Cracked, is, you sense the tension here, right?
Yeah, man.
What,
I think it's sexual.
that makes so much sense.
Right? Right?
She is fluffy. I get it. Cool.
Imagine all that fleece.
Oh, I'm getting itchy just thinking about it. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Breakfast!
I want to talk to Sven. Then
Okay.
If he's being all weird, I'm gonna be like, Sven, everything all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Your eye contact makes me think that that's not true.
I don't know what you're talking about. And he takes a big bite of Bandersnatch bacon.
Are you just straight lying to my face?
No.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Could you imagine if she said no?
Yeah.
I'd like to make an insight check. You can't.
You can't. You're not allowed to fudge. Okay.
While this is happening and he's making this insight check, I would like to cast Detect Thoughts as he's talking to Nigel, right?
Sven.
Sven. Yeah.
Svigel.
Svigel.
Net.
Because he's asking him all these questions just because, we're not trying to probe into his mind. We're just trying to
Surface thought.
Yeah, see if anything
when
comes
he's
up,
like,
bumps
no, I'm
up."
totally not lying to you.
Oh, he's definitely lying.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it. Cool.
okay.
Just checking.
That's 16.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah.
lying. But you get a sense it's more so that he, like, Bathsheba's in the room. They were kind of having like
A personal.
a personal kind of thing between the two of them. Like, he's not gonna like discuss it here in the room with everybody.
Here, let's go.
And why
let's
she's
go walk
there.
quick.
But I'm eating breakfast.
I don't care. Come on.
You don't control me, man.
Sven.
Yeah.
Go with him.
All right.
All right.
It was all right. Licking off.
I make serious eye contact with Korvis, and then I'll walk out and be like, hey man, what's going on? What's really going on
I
here?
make silly eye contact with Korvis.
Sorry.
I can't really tell the difference.
Korvis makes
So-
some kind of eye contact with everyone else.
I'll just
Corvus is.
Yeah.
brain conversation.
Oh yeah, of course.
I know. I'll catch you. Ask some questions.
And Sven will just be like, so, like, there's a bunch of heart cards that are not obviously happy in the Heart Kingdom. It kind of sucks. So I'm trying to work out a way to get them out, and I need a safe place to put them while I figure out a long-term plan.
Right.
And Batty is saying that she can't host anymore. I've already taken advantage of her hospitality and brought in people she didn't know, and it's going to draw too much attention. And I'm like, but people's lives are on the line, you know?
Sure. All right. Yeah.
Oh, that seems accurate.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yep.
Here we are grabbing all of this information.
So surface thoughts.
How much space do you need for your people?
I don't know. I know I have at least 5 to 10 who are not like a 5 and a 10, just to clarify, since we're cards.
Yes.
Who are ready to go now,
Okay.
if they can.
Can they travel through Bathsheba's, or is she not like that?
I don't know. I'd have to ask.
Okay. Because there was this fun little building off in the woods, and I'll give him the map to it and be like, it's not big, and it's not like there's like provisions and stuff, but it's a place, and it was peaceful.
And he looks at it and he's like, wow. Thank you.
Yeah, man. No problem.
That
Thanks for...
actually helps a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Well, hey, you've been a really good friend to, Quip and Crack, and I appreciate it. You seemed off. I want to make sure everything was all right.
And goes and opens
A
his
card-
arms for a
a
hug.
card style
But yeah,
hug?
it's a card hug.
Yeah.
So like you feel the arms around you, but the front is just flat and thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To hug him back.
It's like
I
hugging
have
a
to,
poster board.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. It lacks something essential to be a good
Yeah,
hug.
like it's not really like comforting
Yeah.
or like warm and cozy, but like you get the sense.
Okay.
You get the vibe.
All right.
Cool. And you head back in for breakfast.
All right. Great.
Stevie has once again pulled the entire bowl of salad to herself and
Just
isn't
chowing
giving
down
it
on
to
the grains.
anybody else. Yeah.
Yeah, and as Sven and Malcolm rejoin the table, Crack does a big crack of the knuckles, crack of the neck, and is like, all right, let's get our game plan together, folks.
Love this.
All right, so what we have learned is the Queen's unbirthday celebration is going to consist of 3 days. First day is going to be a welcome party. That's when everybody's arriving, getting settled, encampments are going up, etc. Second day is going to be like the unbirthday party aspect. So we're looking at a lot of lawn games. We're looking at a lot of socials, interactions. And then the third day is when the games happen. So the suits, the cards we participate in the games, obviously. All the normies, that's kind of like their entertainment. So they'll be in the stands making bets, the typical when normies come to the games, Quip.
Oh yeah, they do all that touristy bullshit.
So we did confirm that all of the wild card items will be traveling to the Heart's Castle for this. What is unsure is where they will be located once we're there. I personally assume they will be... The queens are too bickery and paranoid of each other to trust them to each other. So I think they're going to be either stashed in their chambers in the castle or somewhere within their suits' encampments.
Sure.
So that's something we're going to have to kind of scope out and be sleuthy about once we're there.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
All right.
The card courts stay in the castle.
Yeah.
The decks stay in the encampments out on the lawns.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Celine.
Yes.
I forget. Is this one of the queens on birthdays, or is this Her Majesty's on birthday?
No, this is the Queen of Hearts.
The Queen of Hearts on
birthday, yes, specifically.
Good.
Yeah, we don't want to run into Her Majesty.
No, we're not there yet.
Yeah. And Crack will be like, now, I did a little digging into some more wild card lore. I cast out a wide net way back when I was first investigating. So what has come back to me is that we can't issue, he like makes meaningful eye contact to you, Quip.
Yeah.
Can't issue a wild card challenge until your deck is complete.
Oh.
Once the deck is complete, the other items will activate. It's mainly the Warhammer that we need. We need to complete the deck so the items become active
Yeah.
and awakened.
Okay.
And then once we have the Warhammer, then we can issue the challenge for the wild card.
Okay.
The orb would be nice to have
Oh yeah, we're gonna try to get everything.
if we could have it.
Yeah.
And then once we win the wild card status,
Yeah.
that's when the crown becomes active.
Okay.
So, goal 1 for you.
I
Finish
need
your
a
deck.
hammer. Oh, yeah, that too. Do we know
Also get a hammer.
Does it
Yes.
need to be, like, a specific number? Like, what makes a deck complete, man?
I think you need. Well, can I see your cards? Can I see the deck box?
Yeah, here. And I hand it to him. We're
Cool.
friendly.
He takes it.
We're friendly.
And he pulls out the cards and kind of spreads them on the table. And he's like, okay, so I think we need to fill out the 13.
All 13?
I think what it means by like a complete deck is having a full array of cards.
Oh, crack.
Yeah,
Since you're in the deck,
yeah.
does that mean...
I might be out of the running, man. You started the deck.
Oh, I feel so bad. It was on your intel, though.
Nah, man, don't feel bad. And he puts a big hand on your shoulder. It's like, if you become the wild card, we become the wild card.
Okay, as long as you feel that way, too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. But I get the hammer and the fancy hat, though.
Can I play with the orb?
What's the orb do?
I don't know, magic stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
Cool. All right, so I just gotta make more friends.
I also, what I've heard along the grapevine is that other cards you can't have as part of your deck unless you win them.
Okay, so I can't get Sven and Nigel?
No, because they still belong to Hearts.
They're still technically Hearts.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to make... Eight?
So
Eight
with
more friends?
with the deck incomplete, we can still participate in the games.
I just can't, like, win them.
Well, no. We can win the games. We just can't win
Issue
the.
a challenge.
I'm sorry, this voice.
Yeah, that voice does a number on you.
Dude, that's why...
Sean,
You need to hit a sugar for that phlegm.
I think your step 1 is to put your deck in the box. Step 2,
Cut a hole in that box?
cut a hole in that box.
All right. And then step 3 is make the queen open that box.
Yes,
That's
yes.
how you gotta do it. Got my deck in a box.
So yeah, we can't make the challenge of for the wild card status until your deck is complete.
Oh, and
But we can participate in the games.
winning the games.
We get cards.
Okay. Can
Exactly.
you... I need to get Rudy in one of those fights
Do we have to?
on the losing side. Rudy, and I'm not looking at Mal, I just point at him without moving my head, and I'll be like, Rudy is the goddamn 3 in my deck.
Isn't he a 2?
Not yet, or as of now.
Okay.
But I, from day one, knew he had 3 in him. So Rudy is the goddamn 3 in my deck.
Okay. Wait,
I have one rule. I don't have a lot of rules. I don't ask for a lot of things. But 2 things I ask for is when you start a speech, you cannot start with, for those of you who don't know me, and then introduce yourself. That's bullshit. And number 2 is Rudy's in my deck. Sorry, I got excited.
No, that's fine. So could Sven and Nigel, could you guys, like, lose to us on purpose and join our deck?
Oh, but then they would have to go back to the Heart Kingdom and join the Hearts officially, and there's no way after they ran away, the Queen of Hearts is going to let her onto the battlefield.
Sneak into
I was
the
gonna say
battlefield.
Nigel pops in and is like, I mean, we weren't technically discarded. So
just sneak
and
on
like
the
like
battlefield.
he shows him it's like he's still heart emblazed. And like not to be that guy, but we kind of all look the same.
Oh, no, absolutely. Listen, if you guys want to
So
go
like
back in there...
I mean
and
we're
get some-
we're all going back in anyway.
Well,
to the Heart Castle. So
Sure.
like we can try to just like slip in and
Don't
like
be suspicious.
don't
be
exactly.
suspicious.
Yeah.
And then if we can work our way, pull little shenanigans, get ourselves on the field against you, it's worth a shot.
That's a good start.
Yep. So that would give you
We'll
a 7
we'll look
and
out for
9.
Rudy as well.
Yeah,
we'll
let
try
him
to
know.
pull him in.
Let him know in the plan.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't trust you, the way to know it's from me is you got to say, Dutch baby.
Dutch baby, got it.
Yeah, then he'll know.
Okay.
All right, so sounds like we got 2 days to mingle and try and steal a hammer.
You got 2 days in the castle to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should maybe try to do during the game, like the second day when everybody's being like social and garden parties and games and blah, blah, blah. Like casual games, not like the games.
Yeah.
That might be a good opportunity for like every now and then like a couple of you guys like go off and like try to locate one of the objects while the others like make an appearance in the games or like social. So like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that'll be when the most movement and kind of distraction is happening because the welcome party, everybody's getting announced, everybody's there, everybody knows. The game day, everybody's centralized in one location. I feel like if you want to try to get the items before the games, so like once you have your deck, we can right then and there slap down a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
I think second day might be the best day to try to do that.
Dope. Love that. Now,
If all things go to plan, who's to say?
Yeah.
team, I can see of two ways of going about this. First way is we try and go in as a group, kind of fly under the radar. We're just like here for the party, not trying to start shit, not trying to do shit. Or we use the fact that I'm a discard who has legally and within the rules of Wonderland gotten back into the card kingdom, basically make me the distraction. They're all looking at me, making sure I don't go near the wild card stuff.
That's
and
true. They'll have their eyes on us specifically. I should probably disguise myself or something to get in there because like they know I left. And I'm gonna be a big old red flag.
Honestly, if you and I show up together and they know I have the card box, then they might just one kill us on sight or two take these wild card items and leave, so they're not in the same place as us.
Exactly.
So I was gonna say, I could go with like maybe me and Korvis come together. Like Korvis is my buddy. We're there together. You guys come up separately, so they don't know we're together, and then you two are on sneak around, find shit duty.
Oh no!
While
I'm so bad at sneaking around.
you got your soft slippers now, they'll probably help.
Okay. I mean, I could try. Korvis, are you any good at sneaking?
I mean, not great, no. I mean, I'm not bad.
I'm so good at sneaking.
I'm like a 3. I have to give it a number.
If I had to quantify,
Now
Let's go with 3.
after my vast improvements, I'm now like a 1 at sneaking.
Well, I mean, I'm quantifiably 2 better than you.
Yeah.
I'm quantifiably
The best.
8 to 9 better than both.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm
Not that you're gonna be sneaking.
I'm like 3 or 4.
All right.
I'm not bad. 'Cause I don't have armor, so.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And I smashed the bells on my shoes because they were making too much noise.
what will help, Nigel will say,
Thank you, Nigel.
is in the castle we know of a few different like kind of secret passageways that connect to different areas, so that might help as well. And he kind of pulls out a drawn map blueprint.
Oh, there is a map.
Hey, look at those maps coming in handy.
Wonder where they could have come
I
from.
know, right? Crazy.
Who brings a map to a D&D game?
Somebody is trying to get rid of a bunch of maps.
Just clarifying question.
The dead body on the map is not actually a thing.
Okay, cool.
That's just the map that I had.
Okay, yeah. Ignore the dead
ignore
body.
all of the odd furnishings. So he lays it out, and where, hold on, I lost my place in my notes. I'm sorry. Ow!
I don't know.
Ow! We did that. This is the okay. That's that. And then,
I remember doing that. That was
oh,
important.
really? Is it just this? Is this all I wrote?
I don't know, maybe.
So he lays out the map.
Map.
The passageways to kind of connect to different rooms. There are entrances and exits located in the music room, the dining room,
The dining room.
the office, and there's one in an upper landing hall that we can kind of potentially use in and out. Not sure about any other entrances or exits up on the upper landing. That's kind of more like that's where her queen's quarters are located. There's a little more limited access to just regular cards allowed up there, other than, you know, guards and like people that the queen has officially placed there. Nigel will inform you that the queen has her like fixed public chambers that are like known that she holds upstairs, but there are definitely some secret areas that she has allotted that she and her court and like inner circle only know about. And then Bathsheba, looking at it all, will be like, right, well, I have been able to I can attune my portal to one of 3 locations within the castle where portals are found. So, there's one in the ballroom, which I wouldn't advise because it's very out in the open.
Yeah, and there's that dead body in there.
And there's that dead body in there. Ooh. There is one in the Queen's chambers in the upper landing, one of the fixed locations, and there's one in the office. So those are the 3 spots I can transport you.
I would say probably the office, because on a festival day, I don't think there'll be a lot of people doing paperwork.
That's a good assumption. So that's the information we got. What's the game plan?
We gotta get you to a barber.
What?
We gotta trim your beard, and we gotta
He
cut
grabs
your
his
hair.
beard and looks like, no.
Yeah. So you can pass for me.
Oh, and his eyes light up like, I see what you're putting down.
There's only one thing more dangerous than one quip. 2 quips. That way I can be in 2 places at once.
I love it.
All right.
Who's cutting my hair?
Plausible to... What?
Who's cutting my hair?
Stevie.
What?
Yeah. You got sharp things, right? I've seen you cut things with immense precision. I mean, they're dead now, so I guess, that's what you were going for, so it was very precise.
Yeah.
They are precisely dead.
I've never trimmed hair before.
You're
but...
great at everything you try. I believe in you.
Give it a try.
It's paper anyway.
Just give it a try.
Well,
not like
that's
hair.
fair. That's fair, actually.
It's true.
That is true.
I'm not saying anything offensive.
Whoa. Is your hair not made of paper?
Wait, you guys
No,
are
it's actually made of dead cells.
I don't
Flesh
know what that
people are
means, but-
disgusting.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right.
Have you heard about poop?
Oh my god.
Dude,
Wait,
we'll
what
talk
is-
later. We'll talk later. It's horrific. Horrific.
Cool. Stevie, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, good lord. All right.
Guidance. And I'll do emboldening bond,
Make
so you get
crack
advantage.
look like Quip.
I'm sorry, you're giving me guidance and emboldening bond? So
Yeah,
2
so
D4s?
2d4s, yeah, on top there.
All right. 25.
Spot on.
So
It's once the hair is gone and he's cleaned up, you guys, it's like a mirror image. You cannot tell the difference. wait. He lifts one hand.
Whoa, it's mirrored. It's like we're looking in a mirror, but there's 2 of us.
That's fun.
That's great.
We'll also have to try to figure out the day of if the queen, what rooms the queens are staying in. Did I say that already?
No. You just said that there were rooms that they might stay.
Yeah. So they're in the upper landing. There are the guest rooms.
Yeah.
So that we got to figure out which queen is where, so we can go find their items.
Cool. Yeah.
Because that's probably where they'll be.
Yeah, and that's something we won't be able to find out until
We're there.
we're there.
Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. The fact that
Cool.
well, I could be looking for stuff and you could be distracting people as me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Love
this is
this.
good. I like
The
this.
perfect alibi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we go back to the hammer?
Yeah.
You need to get a hammer. I was half listening. I was
No, that's
really
great,
deep
yeah.
into my salad. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Once. Fucking these veggies, dude.
Really hitting that spot.
So good. Yeah, it was a lot of crunching, so I didn't
Hard to hear.
I caught every other word. Explain to me again. You need to get a hammer first?
Well, one of the queens will have a magical handkerchief. Within such said handkerchief is hidden this hammer. Kind of like how Richter goes in my back.
Okay.
Yeah, a similar thing.
Your hammer space.
Yeah. So, there was a old warhammer that used to belong to Jape, and he puts his Quip puts a fist over his heart when he says Jape, the first wild card. He had 4 powerful artifacts. I got 1, and I show her the box. This is mine, yeah. And the Warhammer will help me in the games, and winning the games will activate the crown, so I'm king of the wild cards, or something like that. Actually, I think I would be king of the Misfits. No, you're king of the Misfits. I own the Misfits? How does this work?
You're the wild card.
I'm the wild
You're the
card.
wild card,
Of the Misfits, though?
No,
Of
you're just-
everybody.
You're just the wild card.
Okay, but you guys are still my Misfits, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Always.
Yeah.
Is there a way that Mal could forge a hammer that looks like it's this hammer?
Love your brain space. Love the idea. We don't know what the hammer looks like.
You know what the orb looks like?
This is a circle.
I don't. Yeah,
Is it made out of glass?
Very possibly.
Didn't you have like a dream about it or something?
No.
Nah.
Well, I had a dream about the book that it's held in.
That's
So I didn't see it. I just know that there was a book.
I can make an orb.
You already have an orb.
I have an orb already. I can make another one though.
I think, honestly, Stevie, I think where your head's at, I should probably give him Richter. Because the cards know me for my frying pan.
Yes,
true.
true,
That's
true.
Okay, so the game plan is Bathsheba sends to the office.
Yeah.
We mingle.
We buy paper.
I'm you.
Yes, I'm also me.
Okay, we try to gather the information of where the queens are staying,
Yeah.
so we can try to seek out the items.
Yes, and maybe cause a ruckus.
Maybe cause a ruckus.
Yeah.
Step 2.
Cause a ruckus.
Step 3. Games.
Cause a bigger ruckus.
Games.
Escalating ruckuses.
Wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Does that sound
Does
good?
that sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Korvis, you hearing any voices that say this is bad?
No.
Good. That's all I need.
Okay. No,
we
this-
get there, we're in the games, like,
Oh, don't do that.
God damn it!
Sorry, guys, about.
I haven't said anything
I don't
earlier.
control it. It just happens. Sorry, guys. I can't help it. They told me I have to leave now.
Oh, the rabbit now.
My mom called. She says I have to leave.
Mom, you said I could stay till 10.
So at this point, breakfast is wrapped up. Sven and Nigel stand up and they have their various weapons. They're like, okay, we're gonna go get some practice in. Does anybody want to come?
Oh, hell yeah!
I would like to join. Because it was Sven, right? That was talking with Bathsheba with the hand signals.
Yeah.
I want to try and get a moment of pulling him aside to see if he can show me a little bit more about it to like jump start the memories a little bit better.
You could just ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to follow him to find a moment that I can ask him that.
Cool. So you go outside. Nigel will start sparring with Crack. They'll look at Mal and be like, "You know how to use that thing?" As you're holding your punty.
Yeah. No, this is actually it's an artisan tool. I mean, it's for blowing glass.
Do you hit people with it?
No.
Oh,
I don't
never
want
mind.
that.
Never mind.
No,
that.
he usually just like
Oh.
looks at me and things get better.
Okay,
Like
cool.
I either feel better or I'm better at things.
I believe in us really hard.
Yeah. Magic.
The heart of cards, you could say.
Inspiration from Ted.
yeah.
And then, Stevie, you can, go up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hop on up to Sven. Hey, so I noticed that you were talking with Bathsheba, but with hand signals, and it sparked a memory for me that I think my brother Peter was trying to teach them to me, because some of the phrases made sense, but I can't remember them all.
Okay.
It's
Do
kind
you
of
remember
fuzzy.
what he taught you?
So he taught them to me as like movements with nursery rhymes that we knew growing up. So I
Okay.
could learn phrases, I guess, that went with it.
Okay.
I didn't know that's what they were at the time, but when I saw you signaling with Bathsheba, some of them, like, I was like, oh, I know those words.
Okay.
Could you maybe show me some more, try to
Sure.
spark that
Yeah.
memory, and so I can remember how to do it?
Yeah. So he pulls you aside while they're sparring. He'll sit you down. You guys will settle in the grass, and he'll start kind of going through the basics of the resistance language.
Okay.
Korvis, I'm assuming you're reading your book.
Or trying the drugs, one of the two.
You tell me which.
We'll start with the book.
Okay.
Book first.
What if you did the drugs? Did it actually make it easier to read the book?
Do the studying first, then take the drugs.
So,
Unless this is Adderall, then I'll do this first. And then
Exactly. Retention.
so you've been kind of reading this book for the last couple days, and it is a book filled with Broodkin history and Jabberwocky lore. It's written in Brutish, which is a old and kind of dead dialect for the Broodkin at this point. Wonderland all kind of speaks the same language, common, if we, were to put a name to it. But because you have spent a lot of time kind of studying like magic and those kinds of things, you're able to kind of like, again, like broken language, like able to pick some stuff up. So what you can make out is that the Broodkin were once an independent and self-governing race. They dwelled on an island shared by many fae and fantastical creatures. They controlled a lot of wealth and magic due to the valuable and potent minerals that they mined deep in the mountain. Their home and their kind of like main city and domain was called Alvarium, which was located under the Great Central Mountain on their island. The Jabberwocky itself lived high in the peaks, protecting the mountain and all the inhabitants within. And it was less of like a dominant ruler of the Broodkin and more of kind of a benevolent guardian for you. You'll also learn that the Jabberwocky had a petrifying breath that doesn't kill its target, but encases them in stone, and it's more kind of akin to like a hibernation than a death state. You also see in there is a ritual to reverse the petrification process called the Breath of Life. Its components are kind of hard to come by, and it takes a great toll on the caster itself to perform. You can't, again, make out all of the exact steps and specifics of it, but you see the terms Sparkstone, Heartstone, Rod of Lightning, Blood Magic, and the phrase bathed in mist. There is also a chunk of text that is written in a language that you don't understand, and it's not brutish. It's separate. Next to that, there is a diagram showing a circle of runic symbols. And that's all the information you are able to glean after studying this for the last couple days. Cool.
Is this before or after the Adderall dose?
Yeah, it's before. We don't know what they do. This could be.
You don't know what
this
your
could
little
just
bag
be
of white
Say,
powder
how much
knows
of that
that.
information would you actually have retained, depending on
Yeah,
what
we'll
this
start
drug
with that
is?
before
You're
we start.
under the effects of the haste spell for 45 minutes.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
I run.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all kind of spend the second day just like firming up your plans, brushing up your skills, learning what you can.
At some point, I'm definitely going to get a practice sword and throw it over to Mal.
Oh, no.
And be like, hey man, your sister's letter said something about getting a sword. You know me, Korvis, and Stevie's already got a sword, and me and Korvis aren't exactly the sword type. So, looks like that's gonna fall to you, so we might as well get some practice in, buddy.
Stevie hops on over so she can do a little sparring with Mal and impart some of her knowledge.
And once that is all, once he's situated all of that, I think Quip is going to grab Mal and then go talk to Bathsheba real quick.
Okay.
And just be like, yo, Bathsheba.
Yeah.
You seem like you're connected.
I know people.
Do you know...
And sheeple.
Things? Oh, love that. High five. You know stuff too, right?
And things.
Yeah.
Do you know why everyone keeps calling my good friend here a malice?
Good question. I say in my brain to practice.
Malice.
Who said that?
Shh.
Sorry.
Stop that.
Malice is an old term attributed to a toplander who has the potential to alter Wonderland.
And Her Majesty has been sending the Broodkin to send the Jackalites to collect them?
Well, the one she sends for, we think she's not with the intention of letting them alter things, but rather to get their magic within her domain so she may kind of trap and siphon and bolster Wonderland with their innate magic.
Oh. And you guys
Yes.
are also looking for malices. Correct?
Correct, we are trying. Well, I mean, I don't call them a malice because that word kind of connotes something you don't want to alter things. They are a malice in the world. So I just call them a toplander.
Have you ever heard of a stone crusher? Or
Oh, yes, it is an alchemaic tool used to crush gemstones and other such minerals into fine powders.
okay. And do you know any seers?
Not within our heart province, no.
Okay. Cool.
Last I heard of one was they wandered into the Checkered Mountains long ago.
You got a name for that?
I do not, but I know that...
Title?
No.
Oh.
Unknown, but I do believe it was a Broodkin.
A Broodkin's here.
Indeed.
This has been great, Bathsheba.
Happy to help.
Yeah. I like that about you.
So that is your day. Good.
Nice. I got 2 things I want to do on top of that, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. I want to send to Mallory again.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to say, Mallory, we're fighting Queen soon. Just wanted you to know I have your necklace in case you get a chance to find me. Love you.
This time you don't hear anything back other than the sound of like really intense wind and cracking and shattering glass. That's all that you are able to hear from the other side of this exchange.
Okay. And then I also want to do a sending to Chip, who is watching Chester for me back on Earth.
Okay.
There's a 5%
You gotta
chance this
roll.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
Let's hope we have better luck than shirts. 15, so we're good.
All right.
Okay, so I go, Chip, checking in on Chester and you. Hope everything's okay. It's been weird, but I miss you and the shop. Love you. Please reply.
Looking forward to hearing from you. Sincerely yours.
I hope this sending finds you well.
You get back just like, Mal? Why are you in my brain? Is that you? Am I hearing voices? If you can hear me, Cat's doing good. Miss you, bud.
Miss you. I
Miss
don't
you.
get the
That's
bug.
all. That's all you
right.
get then. It cuts off. Is that it?
That's it.
Cool. So yeah, you guys wind down for this evening. The next day is when
We gotta go.
you gotta go.
That evening before we leave, I
Yes.
guess I'm going to try to figure out what's up with these other things that I've got.
Okay.
I've got this liquid and I've got this powder.
The liquid you can see looks very much like the Jabberwocky blood from your vision in the shop.
Yes, I remember that, and that was the stuff that let people that was doing weird experiments.
Yeah, they were
right?
infusing it and injecting it to turn the mutations into like functioning parts.
Yeah, from
You know,
mutations.
he's got bad blood.
That's what I. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna assume, without doing too much, that that's not a thing we necessarily want to mess with. But I don't know. We're gonna find out about that later.
Okay.
Unless that's a thing I could discern pretty easily. Like, I saw what they did with it.
Yeah, you would know as a Broodkin that the Jabberwocky blood is a... Not a lot has been done with it because like it is a sacred beast.
Sure, yeah.
But you know it does have very potent magical properties
Okay.
and can be used in a lot of spell work or
Okay.
yeah, kind of that like magical experimentation. Like not all the properties of it are known.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah.
That's fine. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just take, like,
Taking a bump?
pinky fingernail and just kind of,
Yeah.
see what's going on with this powder.
Get it, Korvis.
All right, roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
Oh boy.
3.
You have 3 temporary HP.
Okay.
Each bump will give you a 1d4 temp HP.
Okay.
If you take more than 3 bumps in a row, you got to start making some con saves.
Okay. How many bumps do I have?
10 total uses.
10. Gotcha. All right.
Hell yeah.
9 now. 'cause you took
9
one.
uses. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this will be interesting.
Korvis, you're thinking so fast.
Everything makes no sense, but it's faster.
All right, and you guys go to sleep.
All right.
Wait,
during...
can I try and take my shirt off one last time? Or is it done?
It's
just
done.
stuck
It's
on.
on now.
started
You
the
said it.
whole
You said
thing,
you
guys.
fused it. So unless you ripping it off,
No.
you guys go to sleep. On this night, Stevie,
Oh boy.
you have a dream.
Uh-oh.
You find yourself in a dream, and you are obviously, you're younger. It's a theme. Probably like if to put in like human years, like you're like 12.
Okay.
Like that kind of mentality, that age within the Jackalites. You're walking up to train with Peter, and he looks at you and he says, I have a surprise for you.
Ooh, what is it?
I made the obstacle course today, Storm the Keep themed.
Ooh.
And so he kind of takes you through, and you see an obstacle course where the first stage is you have to run around the whole makeshift obstacle course, and there are different like terrain, so like some of it's sand, some of it's water, some of it's forest, some of it's rocks.
Okay.
And you got to run through that, and you're able to do that, and you run through, and the next is you got to knock down the defenders, which are just big wooden slabs that are up and about. And he's like, all right, remember, if you can knock them all in a line, they'll fall a lot easier. And you kind of run your way through, and you manage to knock a row down so you can dart through to the center. And then there's an intense mountain climb there are colored patches that have trick spots that the rocks might fall. But you remember from your game, like, okay, red spots mean danger if they don't match the terrain around them. Watch out for that. Okay, that if I see a crack, that means that rock is loose, so I don't want to grab that. And you kind of work your way through, and you're able to climb up. And then there's like Witcher style like obstacle course where like there are like fake enemies and monsters and things coming at you, and you're able to dart all the way through. And at the very center, the final thing that you have to do is there's this big stone tower that he's built up, and sitting at the top of it is your most beloved stuffed animal, Mr. Fluffernutter.
Mr. Fluffernutter?
And you know from your experience of Storm the Keep that the only way to get that tower down is to find its weak spot and to send the whole thing toppling down.
Okay.
And you're darting through this, and you have this memory, and you hear Peter, like, it's a dream, so it's like kind of garbled, but like yelling encouragements and little tips here and there. And you finally make it to the end, and you grab Mr. Fluffernutter, and you're like, yeah, got it. And then that's when you wake up. And when you wake up, next to you, there is a dragonfly note, like the one that Bathsheba sent out for you. Yes. And as you open it, there is but a single line of text. And it says, H, time to storm the keep. C. The rest of you have woken up, and is there anything you would like to do before Bathsheba sends you off on your next adventure?
Yes.
All right, what's up?
Quip has thoughts. So, we've all wrapped up breakfast.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go to, Crack and the boys.
Okay.
All right, guys, I've had thoughts.
Okay.
All right, first off, we're gonna need a disguise, right?
Yeah, I should definitely not go rolling up to the Heart's Castle looking like how I am right now.
I like how you say rolling up, because I had an idea.
Yeah.
So what if we card you, right? Make you flat.
Oh.
Roll you up real tight and shove you in Mal's punty.
Do I have to stay there the whole time? Because,
No.
it's going to kind of cramp my style.
Yeah. Mal's not there to defend his punty. I said it in game accounts.
This is canon now.
Doesn't he, put fire in there?
No.
Yeah. Well, what? No, it gets hot in there, even when I do my magic. How small can he get?
Well, it's more how flat can you get?
Well, because you can get
Roll me up. I don't know, let's try.
Hell yeah!
How wide is your punty?
I googled this to see it.
What's your
and-
girth, man?
We're gonna do this.
It's kind of
Punty
thin, but it's pretty long. So it's a certain dynamic.
Tur-
There's a demographic for it.
That's all I'm saying.
You know, if we fold you 42 times, I think we can reach the moon.
That's technically about three quarters of an
It has a
inch.
moon, I don't know.
You haven't really been outside during nighttime, so
I don't really know.
we'll find out when it comes up.
The cavity inside is about 3/4 to 1.5 inches, depending on which kind of a punty you have.
Okay.
Which
okay.
kind of a punty do you have?
How big's your punty
How big's
hole?
your punty
I
hole?
already said it's pretty long and kind of thin, so probably closer to 3/4.
I don't think I'm gonna fit in there.
All right, well, that was my first idea. Second idea. So, are you still a wonderful seamstress?
Obviously.
Crack?
Obviously.
I think a cloak would be the first step. Like a big ass cloak that is big enough to carry one of us.
To carry.
Not to carry, to
one
cover
of
one
us?
of us.
Like all the way.
Yeah.
Maddie, you got any fabric? You can take a curtain.
Thanks, Betty.
Her name is Betty.
And then to the boys. Okay, so I think last time we talked, we were gonna say like when we get back there, you're just gonna slip back into the Heart's Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll get in, but then like before you guys like get announced and enter the hubbub, we were gonna like dip and look through, like talk to some of our contacts within
Oh yes,
the
exactly.
castle, try to figure out where queens are staying,
Yeah,
try to
what I
figure
want
out
you to
where
do-
Freddie is. You
what-
wanted us to look for Rudy?
No, what
No?
I want you
Okay.
now. What I want you to do
Okay.
is gossip.
Oh.
I want you
Yeah.
to spread the word amongst the Heart Kingdom.
Okay.
That you heard that Quip came here looking to rejoin Crack in the Heart's Kingdom.
Oh.
That's true. Yeah,
So
that's a thing.
meaning like we're spreading the rumor that you're planning on joining Hearts now that you're discarded?
Yes.
Interesting.
Meaning like we're gonna pretend. I don't know that Crack is no longer in the Heart's Kingdom. That's not universally
You're here to
known.
find him.
I'm here after being discarded from Diamonds to find my brother and join up with him.
Okay.
I'm hoping that this causes a little bit of discord and distrust between the queens. If they find out that there's a Joker who's a willing
Yeah.
free agent at the games,
Yeah.
that could I guess just get people on edge, get the courts on their back foot.
Cool,
so maybe
cool.
we have an advantage.
Okay. We can do that
Hell yeah.
as we
Thanks.
maneuver about the castle.
I mean, we both know that 4s are desperate for approval. So if you say it out loud in
please.
front of a 4,
Oh,
they're
absolutely.
definitely going to go tell a 9.
1,000%.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
figured we could
Force.
use that.
Am I
Force.
right?
That works topside too. Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
interesting.
Some things, I guess, are multidimensional.
How about that? Can I fix my shirt?
Did you?
It's
It's stuck to you, right?
With
It's
glass.
under the molten glass.
yeah. So I break the glass and then I cast mending on my shirt afterwards. So now I can take it off if
Yeah.
I feel like it. I'm not gonna right now. I just want to be able to.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, how long have you been wearing that shirt, though?
Like
The
3
whole
days?
time, yeah. But I have
Maybe-
prestidigitation.
Oh,
so-
okay.
Okay, so yeah, you are able to remove your shirt if you want.
All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure I could if I felt like it.
Yeah.
That's the title of this episode.
Never know
Mal
when
takes
a-
his shirt off.
Never know when a striptease might come in handy.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, now I can accompany you with my tiny viol. All right. So, yeah, those are my plans. And now I want to regroup with everyone and be like, okay, here's where I'm hung up, guys.
Yeah.
Me and Crack are big. You know?
Yes.
Okay.
So we stick out in a crowd, right?
Sure.
Yes.
So putting a cloak on one of us is still like,
That's a big guy.
that's a big guy. He sticks out.
Also, they know what my face looks like.
Yeah, but we could cover that.
Oh, okay.
So, like, that's kind of... That's why I wanted to sneak him in the punty so they wouldn't know that there were two guys our size walking around.
I mean, we can try to stick me in the punty.
Well, you guys both seemed really uncomfortable with that idea, and consent is important.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just worried about getting stuck.
Yeah, I'm worried about him getting stuck too.
I'm worried about not being able to get out.
Not getting out because, like, yeah, there's a certain amount of like shoving you can do to get in, but you can't really. What are you gonna like?
Do you not
spitball him
have
out?
something to like
That's a good
clean the punty?
Yeah, of course I have.
Oh, like poke me out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like,
Like a straw.
yeah, but it depends on how full it is of crack. You know, like I can't shove anything else in there if it's already full of crack.
But if you're shoving something in from behind him, then wouldn't it push him through and out the other side?
One could hope.
Wow, we
We could make a roll and find out.
let's
I
do
don't
that.
know if I
Do we want to risk it?
Bad idea.
Yeah. Why
I
don't?
feel like the fact
Wait,
that
wait,
all
wait,
of us
wait,
have-
wait,
move on,
wait,
move on,
wait,
move on.
Bathsheba, do you have a large piece of paper that we can test this theory?
I'm sure somewhere. I also, she wanders into the store, and she comes back with like those kind of like leather tube satchel things that people use
like the
for
map-
paintings
yeah,
right,
and
maps.
maps. And she just opens it up and kind of dumps the papers out. And it's like, I also have this
Oh,
if you want to use.
yeah, that would be lovely.
It
Thanks.
seems more comfortable than a panty.
Yeah.
1000%.
Secondarily, my thought was Quip, you can disguise yourself
But only for an hour, once a day.
once a day. And
Yeah.
My face is already disguised to look like Quip.
Yes, we look identical.
We look the same,
So
just other
I'm
than
thinking,
our clothes.
day 2, you pretend to be me, but day 1, I gotta be me.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
How much larger are you than other card people?
I think I said I'm 6'11".
But like compared to like a
like
9 or a
yeah,
4.
Sven and
How much
Nigel.
bigger than Broody
I'm
are
gonna
you?
say
they
Sven
should
and
all be
Nigel.
pretty standard size.
I would imagine you would fit in a box, so you'd probably all be relatively. Because
I was
my
gonna
point
say-
about you standing out, I thought the point of cards is to be uniform.
Yeah, that's why I'm not one of them, because I'm big.
Yeah,
That's
the
the 2 to
Jokers.
10s.
The Jokers are at least a foot taller than the
Okay,
rest of
alright.
them. The rest of them are all the card, like the book that came to attack you out of the Hatters. These guys, like they're the same height.
Okay.
These guys,
They're the
Crack
Vader
and-
to the Stormtroopers.
Well, I just wanted
Yeah,
to. I was just like,
exactly.
are we circling this logic for the point of everybody's the same size anyway?
Fair.
And then
That's a
Good
good
question.
Good question, but no, they are
Fair.
different. That's kind of their whole thing, is that they stand out and are different.
All right, get in the map case.
And he like flattens
Yep.
out,
And I'll roll
and
them
you
up.
see that he's just like cardstock, and he kind of like teeter totters over.
Hell yeah.
Quip rolls him up, and you stick him in.
And you
It's tight,
stick
but
him in.
not like tight, but like this is it's honestly nicer in here than it would. It's nicer in here than it would have been in the bunty.
Yeah, actually, that makes a ton of
The
sense.
leather is very cushioning against the skin.
Lovely.
See?
Very sensual.
See how
call,
full that
Bathsheba.
map case is? There was no way he was getting in that punty.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, it would have been rolled. I don't want to get into it. All right. All right.
wasn't gonna work.
All right.
It
Wait.
was a good idea,
Crack.
Quip.
yes.
Did you already make the cloak, or should we
I
get you
mean-
out?
I mean, I got the curtain. It's on the floor.
Okay.
There's a
Okay.
curtain on the floor.
Yeah,
he didn't take it into the tube with him.
I let him out of the tube and say, "All right, so like,
Getting out is also important, so that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
We could do that.
Let's-
You guys have
Uh,
to like kind of zhuzh him out a little bit.
yeah, like
before
stick
I-
your 2 fingers in and then kind of spin it like a poster in a poster case, so
Yeah!
it tightens around your finger, and then you
Yes,
can slide it right out.
exactly.
you have
Yeah.
to roll
Exactly.
him the other way to like flatten him back out, so
Yeah.
he's all curved up.
This is how Crack develops a hunch.
Yeah,
Oh,
scoliosis.
there you go.
So, cool. So you work on that. Make it as tall as you can in case we have to pull the 4 Broodkin and a trench coat thing.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
a couple extra feet at the bottom in case I got to put Korvis on my head.
Okay.
If that's okay. Consent is important.
Whatever.
That's consent.
He pulls out a thimble.
My
and
whole life
sits
is
down,
not in
starts sewing.
consent, so I don't know where to start now.
Why not, man?
Does Korvis even know what consent is?
He's heard of the term.
He does.
I mean, I've heard the word. He
I
said
just
it
said
just
it.
now.
Oh, there you go. He has
He
it.
just said it. I don't know what it means, but
Is that like constant?
Nothing. Oh, well, hopefully.
weird.
Yeah.
Interesting.
From a
Interesting.
certain perspective.
Cool.
Hell yeah. So we got that. We got the cloak. I'm just going to be me.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
be me, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
no.
else is just being them.
Everyone is being them except for Crack tomorrow.
Crack tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Today
Crack
he's
is going to
being
be
a map.
me.
Today, Crack is a map.
Yes.
Tomorrow, Crack is Quip.
Yes.
He's
Got
the
it.
map.
Got it.
Did we talk about, like, is it odd for a Jackalite to appear, 1, at one of these events, and then 2, just in this part of Wonderland to begin with or without a Toplander?
Well, we're titled.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say it's less weird because you are a titled person.
Okay.
Now, so people, like, there might be a little bit like a, interesting. But no one's going to really, like,
Like, am I going to draw attention to myself?
No.
Okay.
You can kind of assume that, like, the Mad Hatter had talked about going to this party. So you can assume, like, the White Rabbit will be there.
True.
Potentially the March Hare. Like, there are titled Jackalites within the provinces.
Okay.
They're not as common, but they are there.
Okay.
You won't get penalized or, like,
All right.
scrutinized because of it.
Cool.
Yeah. Quip.
Yeah, crack. Yeah.
So the another thing I think we should kind of think about ahead of time is you got to fill out your deck, man.
Yeah.
How have you been doing that?
So far, I just look at someone who's nice and I say, "Oh, I made a friend," and then something pops up behind their ear.
Okay, so people who are nice to you, or maybe that you like, so therefore you kind of choose? Maybe that's what it is? I'm just trying to come up with some theories that you can kind of test out amongst people to see if we could, like, increase the rate of you having cards.
Yeah, Bathsheba. You guys are friends, right?
Hey, Batty,
Yeah.
it's lovely to have made a new friend. In you.
You don't see anything.
And she
Hey,
doesn't.
Batty.
She doesn't say anything nice back.
No.
What a bitch.
No. She's a sheep, not a dog.
I get so confused.
Quip, make an insight check.
Thank you, Jake. Jake appreciated my
I
joke.
like
No, I'm sorry.
She just hates you.
19.
Thinking back about all these times that it has come up, you would think that, like, maybe Batty isn't one of them because, like, she has another mission right now. She's involved somewhere else. Like, she's not choosing to join you. There might be something more of a kind of mutual
Choosing
Hell yeah. When it comes to your deck.
Okay.
So, when it comes to, like, cards, you need, like, ones that belong to other suits currently, you need to win them, which is something that can happen at the party and the games, and there were, like, other things like that. When it comes to non-card people becoming cards in your deck, there's kind of a give and take of you wanting them, but them also offering.
Oh.
So if you think about, like, you guys did a boon for the caterpillar, and then that's when the caterpillar offered his services. It was basically like, you scratched my back, I now owe you one.
Or we could just beat the shit out of a bunch of cards and force them into our deck.
It's like a force shuffle.
Consent is important. Consent is important. We just talked about this.
Wow.
Stop trying to make Batty happen. It's never
So
gonna
Yeah.
So I would say, like, if there are people that you want in your deck, maybe, like, try to offer it and see, like, if there's, like, a give and take.
See, this is why I didn't want to be the wild card, and I wanted us to be the wild card because we work better together. That's what I was gonna say.
There.
So thank you, my king. Ooh. I do a little hat thing, and I'm like, tip of the hat,
Oh,
sir.
he tips a bit.
Yo, tip of the hat to you, sir.
Tip of that to you.
Good
As
stuff.
long as we don't touch tips.
We're brothers. We don't have to say that.
Oh, okay. We've been apart for a long time. I don't know.
I'm cutting
I know
this.
what you're
I'm
like.
cutting this part out of the podcast.
That's fair. That's fair.
Cool.
Some of us have been drinking coffee and some of us have not been drinking coffee. Which one do you think?
I'm Quip.
I'm crack.
If when you're pretending to be me,
Yeah.
you find someone who's like that, just like give them a card.
Also,
Yeah.
I think during, like, moments where, like, you might be able to win a card, I have a theory that maybe because, like, we're all part of your deck, so if we win a card, we win it for your deck.
Oh hell yeah. So yeah, I guess guys, if you have that,
I feel like that logically makes sense. So, like, also we could try that.
yeah. So if you guys beat a card in a game, ask them if they want to be my friend,
Got it.
and then I think they could join our deck.
Yeah.
So we need to ask them specifically if they want to be Quip's friend?
I mean, none of us have the answers. These are our current theories.
Yeah.
But would that
Yes.
not then bring attention to the fact that you're here at the games? Are we trying to do that? Are we not
No,
trying to do
we're
that?
trying to hide that Crack's here. I'm here
right, okay.
above
We
board.
want the queens to be like, oh shit, what's he doing here? What is he looking for? Does he know about the wild card?
Why is he so handsome?
Diamond
Right,
said he
right,
found the
right,
tapestry and potentially has the box. Blah, 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 blah. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, is it weird to ask, hey, do you want to be friends with Quip? And they're like, who the hell is Quip?
Everybody knows Quip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a goddamn joker.
All right,
They've
fair,
probably
fair.
all been beaten by me at least
Your
once.
name precedes you?
I hope so.
Okay.
I actually don't know that that's true because I've only spent most of my life in the one deck, though. So,
I'm sensing some holes in this plan.
Well, there's only one way to fill them up, and that's there. You know.
That's true.
You gotta
we
fill the
won't
hole
know.
with crack.
no. We
No?
fill the crack
Holes?
Caulk. Caulk.
Cock?
Caulk.
I don't want cock in me.
We didn't talk about
Well, then
that
we're-
at all.
Well, what
Consent
if,
is important.
is there a taste to the
hey,
caulk?
Bathsheba, do you have any caulking? No, now we're filling holes. I don't know what's going on. This was not part of the plan.
Just
Fast
pulls up a
dry or
cock gun.
something. Oh.
No, not yet. No, not yet.
No, we need big stretch, 250% of the space so that it works with, expansion,
Yeah,
contraction.
exactly. There's a lot of movement going on in the cards.
Yeah.
Moving caulk.
Moving cock.
Moving cock.
Twitching cock.
You just said it. You just said the
We made
thing.
it weird. We made it weird.
I did.
Maybe
Oh.
silicone.
All right,
I don't know
all
if
right,
it's going to be
all right.
wet or not. I don't know.
Ew.
They're just throwing stuff out there.
If
getting
they
worse.
get
It's
wet,
getting worse.
it's a big problem.
You can't get you get a card wet and it's...
It's game over.
How's that
game
go?
over.
Oh,
Does that-
we become mush if we're wet for too long.
That feels like a design flaw.
Well, let me check
Yeah.
my
We're-
spell
we're-
list
we're-
for that.
We're a dry species.
What's the weather like in Wonderland?
It
always dry?
never rains.
I was gonna say
All the
never-
water's created.
I was gonna say
I
because
mean,
otherwise it's gonna be
we
real
mainly-
bad. Do you remember that time it rained and everybody died?
Talk about a
Just
flood
go
event.
inside, man, I guess.
I mean, a little bit of water, you just get kind of moldy, maybe sick for a week. But if you're wet
So no water magic.
or
Water magic.
Or
All right, well that's something to consider.
I'm considering it currently.
We just get a super soaker. Obviously.
Obviously.
super filled with piss.
super soaker.
Yeah, we just make a water gun and then everything's fine.
I can hear Buddy licking his penis.
Yes. Yes, little sir.
All right, Batty, I think we're ready.
Korvis, you will hear a and as you look down towards your feet, you notice that Squiggles is now the size of a small to medium dog.
Oh, that's exciting.
And he reaches up a tentacle and kind of just caresses your face.
Oh, we like that. That's good.
And I just kind of
Pat him.
pat him.
Good job,
Gives you a little
Squiggles.
nuzzle. He's ready to go.
All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Does he need a leash or something?
I don't know. Any leash? I think we're just gonna play it by ear.
He hasn't been on a leash this entire time.
Yeah, he's also been
You
a
notice
lot
he has a few
smaller.
more fangs in his mouth than he did when he was tiny.
This is just a win.
Little guy.
We're bigger. We got more teeth. Everybody wins.
That's awesome.
All right.
And then I do some cocaine.
Hell yeah!
Squiggle looks at you inquisitively. Meh?
Hey, you want some, little buddy? All right, we got 7 doses left after that.
He doubles his HP with temporary cocaine hit points.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's important.
Always important.
When you
Yeah.
can't have... I'm only doing 1 dose.
Okay, cool.
And then I'll
It's
give
responsible. I appreciate that
I'll
about
give
you.
1 to Squiggles. Yeah! Here you go, Squiggles. You get exactly 2 temporary hit points.
Yeah, Squiggles.
He's so strong.
So strong. Strong little man. 2 temp HP for Squiggles.
Squiggles has a great plan for opening up a restaurant. He just needs to tell you about it now.
And I got 4, so we're sitting at a
Hell yeah.
solid 4 temp.
Nice.
Loving that.
All right. Nothing else to be done before heading off?
I don't think so. All I have is
All
I
right.
read the book. There's not much more I can do. I
No,
gotta
yeah.
get stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta find all of these stones and things. And I don't have any of them, just confirming, right? None of the stuff that we've gathered thus far these are the components that I wrote down. Sparkstone, Bloodstone, Rod of Lightning, Blood Magic, Bathed in Mist is what I have written down.
You have some components.
Which is, okay, all right.
We definitely, the Sparkstone, I assume, from inside the watch, maybe?
And we got I stole the thing from the caterpillar, too.
And you got the blood.
Yeah, so I don't know, that's not a stone
That's
necessarily.
blood magic, my dude.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm just checking. All right. All right.
You've gotten some things. You don't have all the pieces. You don't have all the information of how all the pieces fit.
Yeah, that's true.
But you've got some components and you've got a list.
All right.
Bathsheba will lead you out of the breakfast area, like the dining area where you guys have been chit-chatting and making plans at the table, back through the fireplace into the office space, to where the full-length mirror that you initially saw when you got here is sitting. And she'll look at all of you before, going about her business and be like, right, well, when you go through the space between, it will appear as a great hallway with many doors. Find the one that makes the key sing, and then just step on through.
Hell yeah. Question. Have I been in this in between? Is that how the card folk get around?
The way she is describing it is not the same as
The card network?
the card network.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Like, anytime you've gone through to, like, the gaming field or any of, like, the other kind of doorways, there's not, like, an in-between space. It's more just, like, you're stepping through and then you're there.
Okay, cool.
Like, you don't know anything about, like, a key or singing.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of
yeah.
a liminal space, really.
If you wanted to put a definition on it.
Oh, so liminal. What key? No. Wait. Do we have keys?
No, it will be inside.
Okay, so we're not missing any
No.
the things. Real quick, Betty, so these blue sunglasses I bought off you.
Yes.
I didn't know they were magic when I bought them. I was wondering if I could swap them out for like another pair, because we're going to a cold place, and I don't think an AC would be as useful.
Fair. Which bed were you interested in?
Well, you see, and then I walk over to the case with all the Master of Glass stuff, and then there's this pair of black lenses.
Yeah.
And I say those ones I think would make me look very cool.
Goody for you. They'll make anybody look cool.
Hell yeah, I want that.
And she holds out her hoof for the blue ones.
Oh, and then I hand her the blue ones, yes.
And she puts them back and then pulls out the black lenses and hands it to you.
Hell yeah. And then I'm gonna flick my wrist so the other like ear thing flops up. Ear stick. And then I'm gonna look so cool sliding them on. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
These ones, their ability is, in fact, they make you look super cool.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I just gotta say, you look super cool.
Thank you. I was hoping that the cool factor will help in our mission. At least it'll be distracting.
Can I get the blue ones?
Too muchness.
Would you do one?
What else do you have to sweeten the pot?
We haven't really picked up too much inventory-wise.
Chris by 5.
Very nice, thank you.
Oh, when we were in the watch all of those episodes ago, I did say that I grabbed as many gems as I could from the room with all the gems.
Oh, you did.
And you said that I grabbed 9.
Okay.
And they could be whatever I want.
Yeah.
So I am going to pull out a very nice, beautiful, crystal clear aquamarine. Whoa. So I guess it's not crystal clear, it's aquamarine color.
Yeah, but it's like a clear.
It's like a clear, it's really nice. And I'll be like, meh.
It's like Mediterranean seas.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's
You
beautiful.
can see straight through the bottom.
Yeah. And it's a little sandy, and I was like,
Little
meh.
salty.
Please?
Oh, I do like you. All right.
All right.
Because
Alright.
in a forge, having
Oh, yeah, no, those would be great.
blue sunglasses that keep you cooler is perfect.
Oh, that's perfect for you.
All right.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's brilliant.
Yeah. All right. And she pulls a glass stick out of her desk, walks up towards the mirror, and you see her, like, crack it, and then shake it, and it starts glowing.
Ooh.
and she uses it to draw runic symbols around the border of the mirror. And you hear her kind of mutter under her voice, "Higgledy-piggledy over the hump. Mirrors connect and make the jump. Higgledy-piggledy through the square. Take them to the other one there. Through the door and to the hall. Show the right one for their fall. Golden key unlock the space. Let them through without a trace." And the mirror, there's kind of like a little ripple effect as it goes, and all the runes start glowing. All right. Off you pop. And that is where we will call it for today.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh god, I dropped my dice.
Malice in Wonderland stars Jake DiBlasi, Sean Dougherty, Monica Galarza, Ted Sikora, and Celine Trella. Theme song by Ryan Logan. Score by Jake DiBlasi, Rafael, Miranda, Justyn Trella, and Kevin O'Leary. Edited by Sean Dougherty. Audio produced by Celine Trella. You can follow us on Instagram at Legends Rerolled or at facebook.com/Legends Rerolled. Like, subscribe, follow, and be sure to pay your artists.
It's really... I had to pull Sean, sorry.
I'm gonna marry that girl.
Thank you. Thank you for loving me.